guys. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, special announcements. I am teaching this Friday at 6 p.m. just a community meditation, and it's just like a half hour. So if you live close to the studio, you want to come, it's free. It's just putting good energy out for Ukraine, for the situation in the world, and I also will be taking donations. And I think we're just giving them to UNICEF. Jenny's in charge of finding the charity that we give them to. But yeah, so you can either come for free, or if you want to donate, goes to charity. And that's this Friday at 6 p.m. Let's see. Just keep an eye out next. So the way we're doing this kind of whole mosaic yoga thing, we have a lease here for the whole year. So you're good. We're good for the whole year for sure. But each quarter, we kind of renegotiate the classes and the schedule, and the teachers that are like, it's not working for me, might not teach anymore, and then maybe some new ones will jump on. So the next quarter starts in April, the beginning of next month, and there are some shifts with the schedule. So just keep an eye on that. All of my classes are staying exactly the same. I am good and I love you guys. I'm going to be here. So yeah, all of these will be the same. On the weekends, we're adding a couple classes and we're just doing rotating instructors. Nobody is wanting to take it every single weekend, I guess. So we're going to just make it kind of, I think that's kind of fun because then you get a taste of all the different flavors. All right. Any questions? Should we just practice? Okay. Go ahead and let's find a comfortable seated position, seated meditation. So if you want to move around a little bit, if you want to stretch your arms up, maybe twist, maybe roll your head around. So any little wiggles, any little movements that feel good to you. And then just settling into stillness. So sit up nice and tall, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the back of your neck. Soften through your face. Let your eyes become just a little bit heavier. Let them rest heavier in their sockets. And take these first few moments just to notice, just to feel into the here and now. So feeling just the ground underneath your sit bones, the air on your skin, the temperature in the room, the sounds, smells, textures. And then notice your inner body, your inner world. Notice what's going on there. Any emotions that you may have brought with you to class. Any energies that may be moving through you already. Or maybe there's lack of emotion, lack of energy, lack of feeling. So just notice that as well. There's no right or wrong. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. And next time you breathe in, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. Hold at the top, and if you want, you can even stretch your arms to the sky, take up more space, hold. And then when you're ready, open mouth, sigh, let it go. Let your arms fall down or just slowly bring them down. Again, inhale, fill up, option to reach up. Feel this fullness inside of you. See if you can take an extra little sip, create more. And then exhale, let it go. One more just like that. Pause, feel this breath, this prana, this life force, let it circulate through. And then when you're ready, big sigh, let it go. Good, you guys. Take just a moment in your seated meditation to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound with your breath. See if you can make your exhales last, just a little bit longer than your inhale. See if you can feel your entire upper body expanding and contracting as you breathe. And then whenever you're ready, take this breath with you, transition forward, so onto your hands and your knees, tabletop, and just start to explore movement in whatever way feels good. So you can start with some cat-cows, you can start with some hip circles. Maybe you start by just sitting back into a child's pose, resting there for a few breaths. So lots of ways to explore, lots of places to go. Invitation to keep your eyes closed for now. So letting go of how you look, letting go of how anybody else in this space looks, and just focusing on what you feel from the inside, so your inner experience. Notice what feels good, what feels open, what feels comfortable, and then what feels stiff, what feels tight, what feels sore. So just taking time to become more mindful, more aware of what's going on deep inside our bodies. As you are ready, in your next few breaths, downward facing dog. So find your way back however you would like. You can move through a vinyasa, you can take a hovering tabletop. Good, everyone. And then once you're back in down dog, do the same thing. Just explore. Pedal out your heels, shift your weight around. Maybe you take your feet out nice and wide. See how that feels? Maybe you bring your feet together. See how that feels? If it feels better to keep a big bend in your knees, then bend your knees. You can find power in your legs, almost like you could pounce forward and then work the length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. If it feels good to straighten your legs, press your heels towards the ground with awareness without losing the length in your spine, and go for it. Feel into it. Maybe you windshield wiper your heels side to side. Maybe you lift one leg and then the other. And then feel your big, deep breath. So make sure it's still there. You haven't lost your connection to it. And then use it to hold and support you here. Inhale to create buoyancy, lightness, to lift you up. And then each exhale, see if you can find a connection to your center. Find a connection to your intrinsic strength. You guys look so good. Nice poses. Take one more big inhalation. As you exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop forward fold. Once you have arrived, just pause here for a moment. And if you'd like, maybe a rag doll, grab opposite elbows, perhaps hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck some traction. You want to let your fingertips walk over to one side and then the other. So lots of ways to explore. Just be in your fold, feel into it, breathe into it. See if you can keep your weight just slightly forward rather than rocking back into your heels. And then for me, my imbalance, I tend to rock onto the outer edges of my feet. So if that's the same, if you do the same, notice that, press into the inner edges. Maybe you're opposite. So just feeling into your body. How can you adjust to be more efficient? Take one more round. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift position. So lengthen, get all the rounding out of your spine. Nice, Christina. Exhale, let it go. Fold. Do that once more. Halfway lift. So top of your head reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back. It's like you're looking over a diving board. Exhale, fold in, bow. Now from the press of your feet, heart leads, come through your halfway lift all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Keep flowing with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, lead with your heart, slow swan dive. So like you're sticking your butt out behind you, but your weight stays forward in your feet. Then release, neck relaxes at the bottom. Halfway lift with your inhale. And exhale to let it go. Fold, navel to spine, empty out. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. And Shauna, inhale, take your arms up, maybe gaze up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Ha. One more round, just like that. Inhale, high mountain stretch. Exhale, slow dive. So no rush, traction out your spine, then fold in. Breathe in, halfway lift, lots of length, feel into it. Exhale, fold, empty out. Ha, good. From the press of your feet all the way to stand. Arms to the sky with your inhale, nice crystal, and exhale, hands to heart center. All right, friends, inhale, take your arms up. And then let's just add a little baby back bend. So cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of shoulder blades, lift your heart. Inhale, re-extend and realign. So reach up high, neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Exhale, take it all the way down. If it feels better, bend your knees a lot as you dive. As you inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold. And then this time, plant your hands, step back to plank, top of a push-up. So give yourself just a moment. If you want to come to your knees, you are more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, you're on your tiptoes. See if you can squeeze through the fronts of your thighs, push the ground away, everybody with your fingertips. Take little baby rocks forward and back. So just an inch or so of movement, not much. Yeah, it's like you're sawing through wood with your body. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward, surround your tippy toes. Exhale, lower halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Come to your knees if you want to modify. Halfway down, one more time. Exhale, press through index fingers and thumbs. Inhale, push up. And then exhale, slow as you can go, all the way down to your belly. Yeah, good, Sandra. Inhale, Spider-Man Cobra. So up on your fingertips, hands nice and wide, elbows face the sky, lift up, breathe in. Exhale, take a twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center, lift your heart, press through your shoelaces. Exhale, other side, twist. Good. Inhale back to center. One more time, moving with your breath side to side. So feel into your shoulders. Feel into your front body, back body, side bodies, no rush. Eventually, your inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there for as long as you'd like. Downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can transition when you're ready. Do it with awareness. Nice, Paul. All right, once you're back in your down dog, you've got about 5 breaths. So feel it out, breathe into it, explore it, bring in some movement or stillness. Work those little tiny micro movements, those micro adjustments on the inside. If you want to turn it into a turbo dog, go for it. Bend your elbows a lot. Squeeze them in towards each other so you're almost in a dolphin pose. Your forearms are hovering above the ground. Everybody feel that lift that comes from your center, that invisible rope that tugs up on your belly button, that pulls towards the top corner of the back wall. See if you can lengthen through your side bodies even more as you push the ground away. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, step or float forward fold. With your in-breath, spinal extension, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up, just like we did before. Add your baby back bend, cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of shoulder blades, hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend, realign. This time, chair plane pose. So bend your knees, sit back, swing your arms back behind you. So you're not rounding your spine and looking down at the ground. You're arching your back. You're in spinal extension. So like a little baby cobra. See if you can feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Feel the strength there. Try not to strain through your neck. So back of your neck stays long. Stay where you're at, or option for a balance. Rock forward, float up onto your tiptoes. Lift your heels as high as you can. So feel the strength in your feet. And maybe even bend your knees a tiny bit more. Get a little lower in your legs. Yes, nice, Kate. Take one more round. Josh, inhale, high mountain. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Huge balance challenge. If you're feeling crazy, stay on your tiptoes. Take your slow swan dive down. Little bend in your knees is helpful. As you breathe in, halfway lift, heels on the ground. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, vinyasa however you would like. So add or subtract whatever feels right to you, or skip it all together. Nice, Jen. See you back in downward facing dog. Beautiful, Kathy. Slow, steady breath. Ujjayi. So strong and powerful. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So for now, can you keep your hips square and your inner thighs facing one another? So even if that means you can't lift your right leg very high, I don't care about height. Go for length and strength. So feel the power in your right leg as you push the ground away. Yes, good job, you guys. Feel that connection to center. Now use your breath. See if you can create just a little more length by breathing bigger, deeper. One more inhale. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, hollow out. Stay here, breathe in, shoulders over wrist, push the ground away. Use your core and then step through softly as you exhale. Whatever you want to do with your legs for about 4 or 5 rounds. So just stretching into it, moving around, maybe opening through your front hip, stretching your front hamstring. Maybe all you do is close your eyes, put your awareness in your legs and breathe. It can be as simple as that. So just noticing, how do your hips feel? How do your hamstrings feel? Ankles, even toes. Next couple rounds, meet up in a high crescent lunge. So rise up when you're ready. Is she okay? Is she bothering? Okay. Just give her a little if you want. All right. Nice, Shauna. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. This is a bit of a balance. So you want to find stability by hugging towards midline. Front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. Once you found that strong foundation, work your unique expression. So maybe a little more opening through your heart. Maybe you gaze up. Maybe you smile a little bit. I know it feels awkward sometimes, but I try to smile more in my practice lately. Spread your fingers like there's energy shooting out of them. Take one more big, huge inhale. As you exhale, just like our chair plane, now airplane lunge. So hinge forward, reach back. Again, we're not rounding our spine. We're in spinal extension. So lift your heart, hug in with your inner thighs. Back muscles hug towards your spine. Start to lean further forward. Back foot floats up. Full airplane. Imagine a smiley face shape. See if you can create that from the top of your head back to your toes or your heel. Nice, Eileen. Your hips are square. Back muscles strong. Take one more round of breath. Beautiful, you guys. Come back into your crescent lunge as soft as you can. Nice, Cam. Arms reach up, inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands to the earth. We'll take a twist. So left hand's going to stay on the ground, or you can use a block, right arm to the sky. So twisting from your center, from your belly button, rather than from your arms or your legs. Squeeze through your inner thighs, back leg powerful. Imagine you're trying to pull your right hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, your right knee is magnetized to your left elbow. Breathe all the way down. And as you exhale, work your twist. Take about 1 or 2 more rounds of breath here. Nice job, you guys. End of your next exhale, unwind. Now listen, pyramid pose. So step your back foot forward, just about a foot or so. I personally prefer my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Come to a halfway lift position. So hands to your front shin, maybe hands to a block or blocks, maybe hands to your hips, whatever feels best for you. So imagine in your halfway lift that you want to stick your right butt cheek way out behind you. So as much as you're able to, pull your right butt cheek back, press back through the very, very top of your right thigh. Take one more inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Now keep lifting your right butt cheek up as you work your fold. So right sit bone towards the sky, forehead towards your shin, navel towards your spine. If it's available, hands to the ground or fingertips to the ground. Maybe you're using block or blocks. So make it work for you. And then work your pose, work your fold with each exhalation. Use your strength. So each exhale, that connection to center. Use your core strength to dive deeper, to fold further. So flexibility and stability go together if you can figure out how to get them to complement one another rather than fight against each other. Take one more breath. End of your next exhale. Start to crawl your fingertips forward. So if you need to, bend your front knee, walk your fingertips forward, left leg to the sky. We won't hold this super long. Standing splits, just get lots of length. Spread through your left toes. Yes. One more great big huge inhale. Stretch, lengthen. Exhale, set your left foot down at the top of your yoga mat. If you want, you can give your right leg a little shake out or pedal out your heels. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, so little tiny potato bug ball. Butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Option to wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. You can either try to press your heels down, working ankle flexibility, or lift your heels up, working the strength in your ankles, feet, calf, shins. Take one more big breath. Feel it in your back body, your back ribs. Good job. Good modifications, you guys. Inhale to a halfway lift. So spine long. Stick your butt out, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in down dog. Good Ujjayi breath, slow, steady, smooth, even. So regulate your breath by using those muscles in the back of your throat. The same way we pinch a balloon to let air out really slow. Do that with your throat. Feel it, hear it. Next time you inhale, take your left leg to the sky. Three-legged down dog, hips square for this one. I don't care about height. I do care about length and strength. So if I came over, tried to press your left leg down, it wouldn't even move. It wouldn't budge. There's so much power there. As you press up and back with your left foot, press forward and down through your fingertips, and then lift from your center, from your belly button. Take one more big inhale. Awesome, Sandra. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So curl in, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can get your shoulders over wrist. Push the ground away. Yes, nice cam. And then step forward, low lunge. Good, Josh. Take a moment, moving your legs. Anything that calls to you on this side. Good. Just noticing hips, hammies, ankles, toes. Crescent lunge in your next couple of breaths. Really good, you guys. Yeah, so as you rise, find stability through your legs. So we're not going for the deepest stretch ever in our lunge. We're going for a mix of strength and stability. So pull front hip back, back hip forward. Feel stability in your legs and your foundation. And then create your expression. Tone your belly, lift your heart, reach through your fingertips. Maybe gaze up, soften through your face. Maybe just the littlest smile. So a pleasant look on your face. How does that feel? Take one more big inhale. And then exhale, airplane lunge. So hinge forward, reach back, stay in spinal extension. So not rounding, gazing slightly forward. Shoulder blades hug your spine. Inner thighs squeeze towards midline. When you're ready, lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. Full airplane. So imagine again that smiley face shape. That's your intention. Yes, nice, Jen. Breathe into it. One more round. Strong through your back body. Use your inner thighs, lift your back heel, and then back to crescent lunge. Soft landing. Nice, Paul, arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Stay in your lunge position. Twist. So right hand will stay on the ground. Left arm to the sky. Yeah, revolve lunge. Back leg strong. If you want to modify back knee, can always come gently down. Twist from your center. So breathe all the way down to your low belly and use your exhales to ring out. Nice. Good variations, you guys. Left hip pulls towards the back wall as your left knee hugs towards your right armpit. One last huge breath. Good. End of your exhale. Let it go. Pyramid pose. So back foot steps forward about a foot or so. Feet on two train tracks or feet on a balance beam. The intention is to square off your hips. So whatever works best for you in your stance. Halfway lift. Bring your hands either to your front shin or maybe you're using props. Pull your left butt cheek way, way back. The very, very top of your left thigh where it connects with your upper body. Press back through there and then see if you can keep that. Yeah, as you work into your fold. So whenever you're ready, keep lifting your left butt cheek, lift, 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 as you work your forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine, hands to the ground or to your props. Every exhale, that's your invitation. So use your core strength. Use that connection to center to dive deeper, to fold further. Really good. Try not to rock onto the outer edge of your foot. Try not to rock onto the inner edge. So your imbalances, notice them. Adjust. Last breath. You guys are awesome. Good work. End of your exhale, standing splits. So bend your front knee if you need to. Crawl your hands forward. Back leg to the sky. We won't hold it super long. So just take a moment. Really find length. Reach your right toes as high as they will go. See if you can spread them. So energy through your right toes. Awesome, Kathy. One more big inhale. Exhale, set your right foot down. Forward fold. You can give your left leg a little shake out. Bring your big toes to touch. Let's get our little tiny potato bug ball. So tuck and curl. And you choose hands on the ground or wrap your arms around your shins. Squeeze. Nice, Paul. Breathe into your back body. So it's like you're stretching out your back ribs as you inhale. Exhale, find your center. One last round. You've got your arms wrapped. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, halfway lift. So realign your spine. Exhale, fold. Now listen, rise all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're flowing now, breath to movement. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Baby back bend, cactus your arms. Exhale, curl open, lift your heart. Inhale, back to center, realign. Your choice, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, option to float to tiptoes. High mountain, option to stay on your tiptoes all the way up. As tall as you can grow, maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down slowly. Good, forward fold, inhale, heels down for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Good, Christina. Exhale, takes you back, downward facing dog. Nice work. Inhale your right leg high, so stretch and lengthen. Exhale, use your core. Right foot steps through, low lunge softly. Rise up to crescent, breathe in, strong through your legs. Nice, Shauna. You choose exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane. So fly if you want. Come back to crescent as you inhale, soft landing if you're in the balance, arms reach. Exhale, hands to the earth. Got your twist. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Nice, Kate. Exhale, unwind. Now listen, inhale, pyramid pose with a halfway lift. So everything lengthens. Pull your right butt cheek back. Exhale, work into your fold. Forehead towards your shin, navel to your spine. Inhale, crawl your hands forward, left leg high. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Curl in, get small. Halfway lift, nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa, or you can always skip it. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Big inhalation, take your left leg to the sky. Use your strong core to step your left foot through as you exhale. Rise up, breathe in, crescent lunge. Yes, exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or fly. Back foot floats up if you want. Good job. Come back to crescent lunge. Nice, Eileen. Soft landing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Twist as you breathe in. Left arm to the sky. There's Crystal. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, pyramid with a halfway lift. So everything lengthens. Pull your left butt cheek back. Exhale, work your fold. Try to keep your hips square, empty out. Inhale, standing splits, walk your hands forward, float your right leg high. Maybe you even take a handstand hop. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Spinal extension, inhale, heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet. All the way to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One more time through. Inhale, high mountain. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Curl open, hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees a lot, maybe float to tiptoes. Yes, maybe stay on your tiptoes, high mountain, as tall as you can grow. Good, strong ankles. Exhale, maybe stay on your tiptoes, dive down. Forward fold. Beautiful, halfway lift. Inhale, heels on the ground. Keep your breath slow and steady. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, Christina. Great, big inhalation, right leg high. Listen here, exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, or as high as you can get on your arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to your nose, and then step through low lunge. Good job. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly. Float. Good. Come back to crescent, breathe in. Nice, Sandra. Crystal, exhale, hands to the earth. Twist, left hand stays grounded, right arm to the sky. Open up the right side of your heart. Exhale, unwind. Pyramid pose with a halfway lift. So lengthen everything. Pull your right butt cheek back. Exhale, work your fold. Forehead to shin, nose to knee, as close as you can come. Inhale, crawl your hands forward, float your back leg up, hop if you want. And then tiny little potato bug ball, exhale, empty all the way out, get small. Halfway lift, breathe in, heels down, spine long. And exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, vinyasa your way. See you back in down dog. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. All right, friends. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Now listen. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, or as close as you can come. Yes, inhale, back up. Awesome, Paul. Exhale, left to left, as high as you can get on your arm. Maybe you add a push-up. Nice, Shauna. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Josh. And then exhale, knee to your nose. So curl in, step through softly. Rise with your in-breath, crescent lunge, strong legs. Nice, Kathy. Exhale, you choose airplane lunge or one last chance to fly, back foot floats. Come back to crescent lunge as you inhale, soft landing if possible. Nice, Kate. Exhale, hands to the ground. Revolve lunge, so right hand stays grounded, left arm up. Gaze up. Exhale, unwind. Pyramid with a halfway lift. Lengthen your legs, lengthen your spine. Exhale, work your fold. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg up, hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Now listen, we're gonna stay here, or option to turn it into a toe stand. So squeeze through your inner heels, squeeze through your inner thighs, direct your knees forward, maybe hands to heart. Yeah, and if you want to modify, please feel free. You're in toe stand, balancing on your tiptoes. Focus on hugging in, feeling that connection to center. Soften your face. Slow, steady breaths wherever you are at. Take about 2 more. End of your exhale. We'll meet back in child's pose. You can get there however you want. Option to bring your hands to the ground in front of you. Maybe play with your crow pose for a moment. Possibly play with a jump back from crow pose to chaturanga. Only if you feel like it. And then however you want to get there, just take it back and rest. Child's pose, embryo pose, or if you'd rather, hero's pose, seated meditation. So just giving yourself a moment to reconnect. Feel into yourself, into your center. Feel all that energy moving around you. Slow down your breath. If a couple open mouth sighs would feel good, give yourself a couple big sighs. Ah. Downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. And then this time, open up your hip. So bend your knee, reach your knee out to the right, and then peel it open, reach it up. Squeeze through your outer right glute. Activate your right foot. I like to flex. You can point or floint. Imagine there's a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee and you're trying to squeeze it and wring it out. So you can now lift your right knee just a tiny bit higher. Take one more inhale. Stay here or exhale to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, heart forward. Good. Lift your hips. Take one or two big breaths. Nice work. Beautiful, Eileen. Then bring it back. Everybody, three-legged down dog, square off your hips. So readjust, feel into the difference between square hips and open hips. Take one more inhale, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose, and then step through low lunge. All right, this time we're gonna take warrior one, which I hardly ever teach. So back heel pivots down. Your back foot is at about a 30-degree angle. And I personally like my feet on two train tracks. Rise when you are ready. Virabhadrasana 1. So it's different than warrior 2. In warrior 2, you've got your feet 90 degrees with each other. Warrior 1, you want your back foot facing a little bit more forward. Yeah. And then intend on squaring your hips. I don't think it's possible for most of us to get our hips completely square, but that's your intention. Tone through your belly, lift through your heart, reach through your fingertips. Take one more great big inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug towards your spine. If you can, start to reach your hands back, start to lift your heart up. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale, humble warrior. So bow to the inside of your right knee, right shoulder towards the inside of your right knee. Keep pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Keep tracking your front knee open. So rather than letting your right knee fall in, try to track it open towards your pinky toe. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Chin to chest, navel to spine. So let your back round. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Soften your face. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Ah, good job. Nice work, friends. End of your next exhale, hands to your low back, press into your feet, rise up, arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. So coming into a low lunge. Left hand on the ground or left hand on a block, revolve, lunge, twist. And then from here, I want you to work into a revolved triangle. Start to straighten through your front leg. So lift your right butt cheek, press back through the top of your right thigh. Breathe down into your low belly and work your twist. Squeeze your inner thighs, take one more round. Get your front leg as straight as you can. Twist, twist, twist. Good, end of your exhale, let it all go. Hands over to the long edge of your mat, the left side. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Take an inhale to lengthen, halfway lift. And then wherever you want to go as you exhale. So either fold or work your pose, explore it. Yeah, big, steady breath. Nice job. Good variations, you guys. Take about 2 more rounds. Next time you breathe in, come back to your halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees as much as necessary. And then start to crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes forward so you're in a low lunge. From your low lunge, step back to a plank pose. From your plank pose, side plank on your right hand, Vashisthasana. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or right knee can come down if you want to modify. Good. Lift your hips super high. So try to get out of your wrist by using your core, using those oblique muscles. Nice, Crystal. Maybe reach your left arm forward. Awesome, Shauna. Maybe even float your left leg up. Beautiful, Cam. Good, everyone. Take one more huge breath, your fullest expression. End of your exhale, slowly plank or modify. Take an inhale at the top to prepare. Exhale, slowly lower to your belly. Slowly move into a back bend of your choice. Maybe give yourself 2 or 3 breaths, stretching your front body. And then child's pose. Sit back, relax, slow down, reconnect. If you'd like, a couple open mouth sighs might feel nice, just a cleanse, a rinse, a letting go. Downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, next inhalation, left leg reaches back and up. And then try not to shift through your hands or your shoulders as you open your left hip. So bend your knee, reach it out, and then reach it up as high as it will go. Squeeze through your outer left glute. Activate your left foot. Imagine that rolled up washcloth behind your left knee and try to squeeze it, wring it out. See if you can lift your left knee just a tiny bit higher. Take one more inhale. Stay here or option to flip. So nice and easy. Left foot comes down. Yeah, reach your left arm forward, your heart forward. Press your hips up. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. One more round. And then come back slowly. Nice, Kate. With awareness, with intention. Square off your hips. 3-legged dog. Left leg high. Take one more inhale here. And then use your core to step your left foot through softly. Warrior 1 stance again. So back heel. Nice, Josh. Back heel pivots down. About a 30-degree angle with your back foot. It's kind of funky. I like my feet on 2 railroad tracks rather than a balance beam. It's much easier on the hips, in my personal opinion. Have the intention of squaring off your hips. For most of us, it's not completely possible. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Take one more inhale, tone through your low abdominals, and then lift through your heart. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then switch them to 1 finger over so it feels a little bit funky, a little bit unnatural. Roll your shoulders back and down, and then start to reach your hands back if you can. Maybe knuckles towards the ground, heart towards the sky. One more great big inhale, so feel that opening in the front of your heart. As you exhale, heart leads, humble warrior. Keep your shoulders rolling back and down as you bring the crown of your head towards the ground. Left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Root down into the outer edges of both feet. Try to keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath you. Track your left knee open. Back foot stays rooted. Lift your knuckles. Feel that connection to center. Navel to spine. Yes. Chin to chest. Belly button pulls in and up. Take one more round of breath. Good work. End of your exhale, hands to your low back. Gently release your clasp. Rise up. So press into your feet. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. So low lunge. Adjust your legs. Revolve. Lunge. Left arm to the sky. And then slowly start to move into your revolve triangle. So you might scoot your right hand back just a little bit. Really think of pulling your left butt cheek up, 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 up. It's like somebody's got a rope attached to your left butt cheek and they're pulling it up. Press back through the very top of your thigh. Twist from your center. Yes. Nice, Christina. One more great big breath. Good, Eileen. End of your next exhale. Let it go. Wide-legged straddle position. Hands over the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs, find your halfway lift, inhale. And then wherever you would like to take it on this side, about 5 rounds. Nice, Cam. Couple more big, deep breaths. Just noticing, feeling, observing. Stay here. So every time you go somewhere else, just notice that and come back over and over and over again. Feel your body, your breath. The aliveness in this moment right here, right now. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, back to your low lunge, and then back to your plank. So left foot steps back, side plank, Vashisthasana, roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, right arm to the sky. You're welcome to lower your left knee down if you want. You're welcome to reach your right arm forward, float your right leg up, even turn it into a wild thing. So many options, so many ways to explore. Yeah, maybe a tree pose variation with your right leg, maybe hand to big toe pose. Take one more round, your fullest expression, whatever that looks like for you today. Good, and then plank, modified plank, it's up to you. Knees lifted or knees down, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Back bend of your choice. Probably give yourself an extra breath or two, feeling into it. Child's pose when you're ready, sit back. Good, big spacious breaths into your low back. Just let the ground hold all of your weight. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel good. Downward facing dog. All right, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And exhale into your pigeon pose, right shin forward, set your body down gently. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. So plugging the femur bones in. Keep pulling your right hip back as you reach your heart forward and bow. If you would rather take this in a seat or in a supine position, always the choice is yours. And just breathe. So allow yourself to be in sensation, to soften around it. Send your breath all the way down into your hip. About 3 or 4 more rounds. Open mouth exhales if you want. One final breath. And then slowly start to lift your upper body. Listen here, we're gonna meet in a 3-legged tabletop. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and kind of scoot your back knee forward. Then unthread your right leg, give it a nice little shake out. Eventually bend your right knee, squeeze your invisible rolled up washcloth, and take some big circles with your right knee through space. Fullest range of motion you can find. Everything else stays very still. Reverse your circles, opposite direction. Everything else is stabilizing. Slow, deep breaths. Extend your right leg straight back. And then bring your right tiptoes to the ground and just kind of push back with your hands. So it's like you're trying to press your heel towards the ground behind you. Lengthening through the back of your right leg, stretching through your ankle. Take one more round. You can rock it forward and back a couple times if you want. And then pick up your right foot, swing your right tiptoes off the left side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the right, gaze back over your left shoulder. So try to look back, not just with your eyeballs or your head, but with your entire right side. I like to bend my left elbow and almost come down to my left forearm. Take one more big breath. Good job. And then tabletop position. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. If you want to move through your own vinyasa in your own time with your own breath, you can. Otherwise, just walk it out for a moment. Feel into the difference between right side and left side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose. Nice and easy. Left shin comes down at the top of your mat, then your body comes down. Take your time to set yourself up. If you'd rather take it in a seat or on your back, please do so. Slow, intentional breath. Each exhale is an invitation to soften, to surrender. You're not here to get tighter and tighter and anticipate, when can I get out of this pose? Is it almost over? Just be here. Let yourself be in the pose. Let yourself be uncomfortable. Know that it's only temporary. Take some big, deep breaths and soften. So start to think of sensation in your body, discomfort, not necessarily as bad, but just as sensation. Our body communicating with us. Somebody at my breath work the other day said, a good cry feels just as good as a really good laugh. And I was like, I've never thought of that before. It really does, but we're so afraid of crying because we think it's bad. We think it's uncomfortable. Let yourself feel it all. Take about 3 more rounds. Good, everybody. Last huge breath. Exhale out your mouth if you want. Slowly start to find your way back up. And then we've got our 3-legged tabletop. So plant your hands, spread your fingers, tuck your back toes, scoot your back knee forward, and then just take your left leg back, 3-legged tabletop, gently shaking it out. And then eventually bend your knee, squeeze that invisible rolled up washcloth, flex your toes or just make your foot very active. And start to circle. So full range of motion through your left hip joint. Reverse or circles. Every other part of your body is very still. Those other muscles are stabilizing. And then go ahead and finally extend your left leg back, left tiptoes to the ground behind you. Push your hands forward and down. So pressing your left heel back and down. Working the flexibility in your left ankle, the length in the back of your leg. You can rock it a little bit forward and back if that would feel good to you. One more breath. And then let's pick up our left foot. Bring your left tiptoes off the right side of your yoga mat as far as they'll go. Pull your hips over towards the windows to the left. Gaze back over your right shoulder. So looking back with your entire left side body. Use the length there. Take one more big breath, maybe round, maybe arch, maybe bend one or both elbows. And then back to the tabletop. Back to downward facing dog, just to stretch it out one more time. So feeling into all that length of that space you've created. If you want to take one final vinyasa on your own, go for it. Good, everybody. So in your down dog, one more giant inhale. Pick up your heels, lift up to your tiptoes, bend your knees. And then as you exhale, step or jump to or through your hands. Come all the way down into a seat. And then go ahead and lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, arms overhead and legs forward. So like a full body stretch, but rather than actively reaching and stretching, for a moment, just let your body rest in this position. So whatever needs to happen so that you can rest, if you need to bend your elbows, if you need to just let your feet kind of flop out to the sides. And then breathe all the way down the length of your spine. Visualize your breath moving up and down the length of your spine. Visualize each little vertebra in your spine, kind of getting more space in between, so that space between each little vertebra increases as you settle here. Creating space where there was not space before, just the littlest, tiniest bit. All right, now actively reach back with your fingers, actively reach forward with your toes. Notice how your ribs probably lift quite a bit. See if you can press down through the backs of your ribs. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, draw your knees towards your belly. Hug them in gently and take a little rock from side to side. When you're ready, supine spinal twist. Knees can either just fall over to the right, or if there's a certain variation that you would like to take for your twist today, feel free. And then in your next couple of rounds, just transition to the other side. Take your time as you make the transition to neutralize. So as you come through center, maybe take a little rock, maybe give your knees a little squeeze, maybe take another full body stretch. Just giving more and more of your weight to the ground with each exhale. I will leave it up to you. So stay on this side for as long as you'd like. When you feel pretty even on both sides, come back to center and find any inversion of your choice for about 10 breaths. So anything that puts your hips or your legs higher than your heart. It can be something more restorative, or it can be something more challenging, depending on how you're feeling. If you want to use a wall, you're more than welcome to come off your mat, use a wall. Just give your body some time to settle in your inversion. So reversing the flow of blood. It's so good for our lymphatic system. For a little bit longer, just keep your slow, steady breath there. And then when you feel complete with your inversion, no hurry. Ease your way out and give yourself any counter poses, any final movements, any last little stretches that will complete your own practice for you. And then as you are ready to start your transition into your final relaxation, and as you move towards your Shavasana, I have a thought for you. A reading by Jeff Foster. He says the most brutally honest, loving, liberating sentiment. I love you. I respect you. I love being with you, spending time with you, exploring the world with you. But I do not need you. I do not need you for my contentment, my wholeness, my ultimate fulfillment. You are not and have never been responsible for my happiness, and you will never be to blame for my unhappiness. I release you from the impossible burden of having to live up to my expectations and assumptions, of having to adapt to fit my unending needs, of having to be the one to complete me, for I cannot be completed by you or by anyone. I no longer wish to abandon myself for another. I no longer want you to abandon yourself for me, my love. I am already complete, as are you. Seek your own happiness, and I shall seek mine. And let us play and dance and sing and meet in the middle. Sometimes our paths will cross, sometimes not. But let us remind each other each day we have left of this precious life, of our inherent completeness. Let us remember the exquisite wholeness that we already are. Let us remember this love. So that can be a love letter to yourself or to someone else. You are already whole. You are already complete exactly as you are. Let yourself just rest in that. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And big exhale, let it go. And just bring gentle movement back into your physical body. As you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Just give your body one last moment to rest here. Let the ground hold all of your weight as you curl into yourself. Just kind of let the energy of your practice sink in here, settle in. Maybe even visualize that in some way. And then keeping your body as relaxed as possible, use your arms to guide yourself up into a seat. So ending right where we began in our seated meditation. Close your eyes. Gather your hands to your heart and bow your head to your heart. And just acknowledge yourself for showing up today on your mat, taking time to do your practice, to connect with your breath, with your body, with a deeper part of yourself. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you so much, my friends. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Sorry, Josh, your feet are so delicious, though. Josh got a nice Shavasana toe bath. Remember, she doesn't lick me. I think she doesn't like my taste. She'll like give me one kiss or two kisses, but crying she'll lick a lot. She'll like lick his face a lot. I always joke that I'm so caca. Mama's caca. I like I have too much lotion and like stuff. I know. I'm not that mad about it. It's not. Yeah, maybe it's a compliment to me. You're right. Maybe I'm not caca enough. And also, maybe it's not the worst thing that she's not attacked my face. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Bye, honey.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.